Hi, Gemini. Welcome to this time. We have now stepped over the thresholds and are fully in autumn. There's also a significance, I feel, for these last few houses in this time, specifically because everything before now was placed in the month of October. And the intention was to have all 12 signs out within that month. However, it weaved its way into this time, specifically right after Pluto has gone direct. So now Pluto will be in Aquarius, and it will be stationed there for the next, I think it was 294 years. Or it might have been 264 years from now. So either way, it hasn't moved right into another house for quite some time, and won't again for quite some time, at least 2 lifetimes worth. So I just want you to look at your chart and see where Aquarius is, which house it resides in. And if you're able to look at your natal chart with transits, and this way you'll be able to see what's transitioning also in Aquarius. Specifically also look across the way there, see what you're looking at. And if you have any questions or need assistance, just let me know. So Gemini, there is the light of interplay, and I just wanted to share with you before we get into what came up that your sign is specifically related to the second ray, okay? And your planetary rulers is Mercury and Venus. So the personality center of Gemini is Mercury, and the soul-centered sign is Venus, okay? It's primarily concerned with connectedness, okay? And so your soul is the way through which spirit becomes matter, and matter spirit. Right, so the soul stands in the middle, and it's the middle way. So in this respect, it is the aspect of the soul. It is the middle way, which represents the principles of Christ. And that is the quality of love, which is the second aspect of the divine triad of will, love, intelligence. So your will, your love, your intelligence. So Gemini, it appears you appear most strongly through the second ray. And as its soul-centered ruler is considered esoteric astrologers to embody the most highly evolved of all planetary energies, Venus. Venus seeks to unite and blend and merge and harmonize all of the dualities in life. So Venus takes these conflicts, right, Gemini, of duality, as indicated by Mercury, Gemini's personality and planetary ruler of the fourth ray of harmony through conflict, okay, and transforms them into higher octaves of expression. right? And this happens through that creative expression of mind to the fifth kingdom of the soul. So in this respect, 3 correspondences should be noted, Gemini. The first is the second ray influences the relationship between the second ray, the soul, and the planetary hierarchy of masters and teachers. The rulership of Jupiter, as it connects with the second ray and the relationship with Venus, holds with Jupiter as the lesser and greater benefics, okay, as they are called in traditional astrology. And thirdly, Venus's connection to the fifth ray of the concrete mind. The latter, on the personality level, often works out through the logical aspect of Mercury's influence. So this is another linkage between Venus, Mercury, and you, Gemini. And I'm just going to make a note in your file here, because we discussed this birds are really active right now, so thank you for being patient. I'm not sure if you can hear them, but we'll just take a moment to connect with nature. Okay. So we do go into more information on this soul-centered astrology on Patreon, and that will be up, I'm hoping, at least by January. Okay, Gemini, so let's get into your reading here. Okay, so we have, starting with the mind, the pole was the star of the major arcana. So this is embodiment of profound concepts of hope, reflecting a deep-seated resilience that is persistent despite the challenges. Okay, so Gemini, in symbolism, we encounter Pandora, a figure that is entwined with the narrative of humanity's trials. And through her actions in the myth, she inadvertently unleashes despair upon mankind, symbolized by the various spites that emerged when she opened that forbidden chest given by Zeus. And so this act followed Prometheus's defiance, where he bestowed the sacred fire upon humanity, leading to divine retribution, manifesting as torrents of anguish, culminating in events like the Great Flood, which is referenced in the Hanged Man card of the tarot. Within the essence of the star, it lies an intrinsic reminder, Gemini, of the potential for renewal. Okay, it speaks to that part of our psyche that even amidst disappointment and desolation and loss, we retain that capacity to embrace meaning and envision a brighter future. So the star does not provide concrete resolutions or definitive paths forward. Instead, it's akin to the hermit and the hanged man. It portrays a phase of introspection. Okay, Gemini, the waiting for a flicker of hope that illuminates that path for you, while the surrounding shadows remain prevalent. With the connection to the hanged man, I would say that you may benefit from runes, And there's more information on Patreon about that. So Gemini, hope, this personifies as a female figure, okay, symbolizing our intuitive and emotional core. It does not erase the spites that are unleashed upon reality, nor does it negate the burdens of existence. Rather, your hope, Gemini, offers a fragile yet profound form of faith, an unwavering belief that light will emerge from darkness. In this visual narrative, Pandora's gaze is directed away from the turmoil of human suffering and is fixated instead on an elusive, undefinable promise of dawn that lies just beyond the horizon. So at its core, at your core, the star invites you to cultivate faith even through adversity. It represents a welcoming experience for you, the one who has endured a collapse of uncertainty, right? Transforming hardship into a source of value and clarity. It's navigating the complexities of your mind and spirit. It also serves as a beacon of inspiration, urging you to recognize the transformative power of your hope, Gemini, which persists even when the path forward is obscured. And for it, the body. In your body, you have mastered the intricate art of the hunt, honing not only physical skills, but also the mental acuity necessary for success. This journey does not stop with mere pursuit. Okay? You are, Gemini, on the cusp of embracing the profound arts of healing and prophecy. So Gemini, you have these abilities, right? And they have been gifted to you by the muses, positioning you as a channel of wisdom akin to Aristeus over the plain of Pythia, a figure of deep knowledge and skillful practice. Okay, there will come a time when you seek the oracle, an encounter that promises the unveiling of the secrets you have long yearned to grasp. Now, this moment will serve as a pivotal point in your development, offering insights that will illuminate your path forward. Gemini, as you navigate the complexities of life, it's essential to cultivate a dimension of your personality, right? That's both comfortable and anchored in the routine tasks of daily living, right? It's embracing your identity as a hardworking individual, characterized by humility and gentleness. Gemini, your reliability and readiness are not just traits, okay? So they are the foundation upon which others can depend. As you continue to grow and evolve, remember that the ordinary tasks you embrace contribute to an extraordinary journey marked by purpose and connection, even in those routine daily tasks. There is a definite connection to everything else that's much bigger than ourselves. And for your soul, Gemini, in this time is the Judgment card. So this is a culmination of the major arcana, okay? And it encapsulates a profound transformation, marking the end of one cycle and the genesis of another, which, quick note, has been the main kind of weaving thread through all the signs at this time right now, is big changes for everyone. So in this pivotal moment, Gemini, we encounter Hermes, okay, the guide of souls, Mercury, a multifaceted figure who embodies various roles throughout our journey. Okay, in the card of the Magician, Hermes serves as the fool's inner mentor, okay, providing guidance at the inception of life's odyssey. He embodies the trickster, the protector of the lost, and a magus capable of illuminating the path through the mysterious intuitions that he, as a deity, is said to bestow. In this moment of revelation, you find yourself, Gemini, mirrored in the essence of a powerful underworld deity, an emissary of Hades, who gently beckons the dying by laying his golden staff upon their eyes. So Hermes possesses that unique ability to call back souls of the deceased into the realm of the living, as well as ushering them gracefully into Hades' domain. This transformative experience that you, Gemini, are undergoing is a process of that summoning, the gathering of past experiences seen as integral threads in the fabric of your existence, necessitating comprehension, and acceptance. So you are Mercury, related, intertwined, connected with that energy. And this allows you to bring up those visions and to almost possess in that transformative experience. So the summoning, right, it's not merely an intellectual endeavor, though. Rather, Gemini, it manifests as a kind of alchemical baking, okay, that transpires within the depths of the unconscious. It is a call for the deceased aspects of ourselves to rise anew, to awaken with fresh vitality in the light of a new day. The varied actions and decisions that we undertake, they may become the means to knit and weave together this beautiful tapestry of our soul. It culminates a rich harvest for ourselves. And in the realm of the artist, Gemini, this process is quite accurately felt. After countless hours, weeks, or even years of research and practice and creative struggle, there's that idea or image that finally crystallizes, okay, in this time, and you will be giving birth to that new idea, that new work of art. So in psychotherapy, a similar phenomenon can unfold, where an individual may grapple for months with fragmented memories and feelings, only to reach a moment of sudden clarity, where their life's narrative tracks on a coherent form. And this process resonates across all facets of existence, okay? So where we labor tirelessly, often in obscurity, dedicating ourselves to endeavors that seem just out of reach, ultimately the fruits of those labors will manifest as a synthesis, okay? And this brings in new developments and insights. So through this enigmatic process of intuition, the accumulated experiences, Gemini, and insights from each stage of your journey, it will merge seamlessly, laying the foundation of an expansive and enriched sense of self. This summoning period beckons you to recognize the essence of what you have been cultivating and how you have actively participated in creating that future that now lies before you. All right, we're offering a crystalline clarity here regarding the extent of which you have remained true to yourself, inviting you to embrace the awakening that is yours to claim. Your destiny here was the intricate tapestry of the family archetype. So we have the role of the father, which is central, often representing a complex interplay of both light and shadow. So the father as a figure embodies strength and regality, okay, reflecting virtues such as honesty, wisdom, loyalty. This embodiment, however, is not without irony, because the father's presence can be paradoxically marked by his absence. So whether through physical distance or emotional disengagement, Gemini, he often reveals his humanity, exposing the flaws and the wounds that make him neither a king nor a god, but rather a multifaceted individual like ourselves. So this duality is inherent in the father archetype, and he serves as both the protector and the provider, yet simultaneously he can leave his children vulnerable, casting them to the wolves. So in this oscillation between being a champion and a failure, the father remains a figure of complexity. Okay, here we see a source of strength and a reminder of limitations, such as the contradictions that are not merely personal failings, but rather they serve a greater purpose within the narrative of familial growth. So by witnessing Gemini and understanding the father's limitations, a child, as yourself, is afforded the critical opportunity to transcend familial boundaries, embarking on a journey toward independence and self-discovery. It is through this lens, Gemini, that the father plays a pivotal role in shaping destinies. So both as an influential guide and as a catalyst for growth. The balance he strikes between presence and absence ultimately facilitates one's evolution into the broader world, fostering resilience, self-awareness, and a nuanced understanding of the complexities of human relationships. So I definitely invite you to delve in there, really sit with it and digest what comes up, figure out how you feel about it, where those feelings lead to thoughts and how they're forming. Okay, so there's also your plant allies. So we have marshmallow, which is water of earth. I find that very grounding, right? So we want the flow of the water and the strength, but we also want the groundedness of earth. So marshmallow, okay, is a revered plant ally, and it embodies the new nurturing qualities associated with the Queen of Pentacles and resonates deeply with feminine energy. So its essence creates a compassionate and caring web that supports emotional healing and stability. So definitely marshmallow tea, perhaps before you start to delve into some of those deep destiny aspects with the father archetype. Yes. So the root of the marshmallow plant, okay, it serves as a supportive ally for navigating the turbulent waters of grief and fear and other intense emotions. It acts as a gentle balm, assisting in the transmutation of harsh feelings. Okay, it transforms it into softness, into love and compassion. And as a healer, this herb, it's invaluable. It helps to restore your inner strength and replenish reserves that may have been depleted by the emotional labor of supporting others, which, even if this isn't a conscious task that you contribute to each day, it is definitely there in a subconscious way, because you naturally are, you're the communicator, the teacher, you're the connector of people people, places, things, and ideas. And so you're bringing everyone together, even if you don't know it or not, even if you're not fully aware of it. And by doing that, you are always taking on other people's energies and emotions. And, there just needs to be time for you to wring it all out, right? And fill that cup back up. So it's essential to cultivate awareness and boundaries, okay? So you must be mindful not to absorb the emotional disturbances of those that you assist, okay? Because it'll lead to imbalances, specifically in your second chakra, and there will be stress on the kidneys. So embracing marshmallow root as a supportive partner in healing can create a transformative path, Gemini, towards care that both nurtures yourself and extends compassion to others. So a lot of really, really good work is going on here. There is just a really big pull towards this soul-centered astrology. So for the last portion of your reading, let's go ahead and see what else comes up when we look into this information here. What do we want to... Oh, this is good. Okay, because there was two others who had the rainbow bridge. So Gemini, your sign is very important to the spiritually oriented individual. Gemini and Venus rule the rainbow bridge, or Antakarana, the vehicle through which this relationship occurs. So it is only through the harmonious blending of the energies of this primary pair of opposites that the evolution of the individual may take place on spiritual as well as material levels. So the scope of one's objective, earthly, and subjective soul-focused experiences and the adjustments needed to reconcile these with one's level of consciousness are also part of the Gemini Venus tasks. Another facet of Gemini's rulership is its connection to the etheric double, so the nature of which we discuss. Should be noted that the etheric double stands between the astral plane and the dense physical body. So the chakras are located here, and it is through the etheric double and its various components that the vital energy of life, solar prana, is distributed through the etheric network into the nervous system of the physical vessel. So these connective links and circulatory systems are very much under the direction of Gemini Venus, which helps them all to connect so that there is a harmonious linkage between the visible and invisible bodies and vehicles of consciousness, which constitute the true human body. Gemini on the mutable cross, you have an urge for movement, external stimulation, without plan or purpose. Life is neither consciously connected to the cohesive energies of the second ray, nor to the harmonious blending and synthetic rhythm of Venus. So this instinctual mind rules the totally personality okay, yeah, so that's going into more of the intricacies. So we have our personality centered And then we have our soul personality, right, which is on the fixed cross, which is in the higher octaves. And technically, but we all want to get to the higher octave, right? We want to be, the purest, best form of ourselves, healthiest form of ourselves that we can be. Okay, so the last message here is that as your rainbow bridge actually begins to unfold, Gemini, the duality in your life is seen to manifest through the nature of your relationships. So in this time especially, pay close attention to your relationships. Also, another thing came up, Vulcan energies. The externalization of this inner design could then be used for the benefit of humanity. All right, Gemini, I hope you have an amazing rest of this autumn season, and we will connect later. Bye.